forgot what we were supposed to talk about, even though I literally said it earlier.
Paradise City.
It's just like, how do you start a conversation about that? I mean, actually, no, literally, like, before I pulled back into my boyfriend's apartment, literally, I was listening to Ribcage by Andy Black. So I'm like, we love that. Stay up to fucking 5 a.m. Yeah, I know. This is what I get for dating a gamer boy.
I'm single.
What about the guy that you're talking to? Oh, okay. Okay.
No. There's 2 guys.
Well, she's single, so I mean, she can do what she wants. I mean, with Paradise City, like, let me just say this right now. All the Guns N' Roses references, I swear to.
Yeah.
Listen, there's already a joke with my family with Guns N' Roses, and this band keeps following me everywhere. It plays at work multiple times. The band that I want to like take over my life was 5 Seconds of Summer. Not Guns N' Roses. Like I did not need that. I wasn't born during that time frame. I literally see like on your Polaroid wall the album covers. Like I just saw that and I was like, oh, cute. But yeah, I'm just like, all right, cool. That's fun. We love to see it, I guess. I don't, but I get it. You name the show Paradise City, you're obviously gonna have Guns N' Roses references. Yeah. Like that, it makes sense. You know what else I realized too? So like at the end of like season 1, that episode, and like they're all, you know, doing their own thing. Johnny's being stupid as fuck, like always. We'll get into that. And then you have, I think it was the bassist or the drummer. It was the drummer who was like, I think doing a satanic ritual or something, and then he overdosed. They don't know that he's dead. They have no idea. They're just like, oh, where is he? And I'm just like, he's not coming back. Like that,
get prepared for season 2.
Yeah. It's gonna be weird though. That's definitely, I didn't want to bring that up, but I kind of have to. It's like a weird thing, but you kind of can't really take out Simon's character when you already set up the storyline. So it would just be kind of like, why set it up and then take it away? But I do believe that the actor that they chose will do it justice. I know that he said that he's going to honor Cam and everything, so.
Did they replace him?
Yeah.
When?
I think like maybe it was probably already set like before the show even came out, because like they already filmed it. So they probably already like did it for season 2. Also for season 2, I saw that Andy posted about doing like his own voice instead of using Remington from Palais. So that I'm honestly like really excited for. I kind of want that more. Like I love Palais, don't get me wrong, and Remington is absolutely amazing. Like his voice just has that rock rasp that the Relentless kind of uses for all of that. But so does Andy. So I mean, I heard that man live. I know what he sounds like. You know, he can do it.
Yeah.
I think it was just like the contract and everything, but you know, it is what it is. I get it.
Yeah. I wish we got to hear Cameron sing.
I know. I'm like, I listen to Never Know sometimes on my way to work, and I'm just like, Imagine if we actually heard him sing it though, because I feel like he could have.
He could. He really could.
Like I know he could have. But I guess contractually, maybe I think he just finished Descendants at that time too and was filming
Yeah.
both. So like he couldn't really do it. Maybe I don't know how that stuff works. Should probably learn though, because that's the industry I want to go in. So but yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be definitely like it'll be weird to see, but then I'll just like I think it's like kind of like the closure that I'm looking for because I still have not watched Run. It's been like I think almost a year since I told you that, like for real. So
But
I'm just
it's
like,
so good.
I know, but I don't want to deal with you know who.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, I want to deal with that one. But would love to see him. So I'm like, gotta get over that.
Yeah,
But
it was very good.
yeah. I've seen like stuff on TikTok before and I was like, this looks actually really good. And I'm glad that like it kind of touches on the different subjects and everything. Same with Paradise City. It touches on a lot of like subjects about the industry. That's why like with American Satan, that's basically the whole point of it. And I know they kind of just like went deeper into like the rituals and stuff like that though. But the point of it was kind of just showing how the music industry can be like selling your soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Like just take a look at like why don't we? They're literally fighting their old management. And it sucks for them because they love what they do, but that's just like the industry being like, no. But then you look at like season 1 and you see that I didn't watch American Satan yet. I haven't. I need to though. I know I need to. I wanted to watch it at first, but then I have a family that's not very religious, but I do have a family that kind of like is very into not the satanic stuff that they did in it, and I get that's why they did it, but I'm like, can't really watch that yet. I will eventually, like I will probably before season 2, but I know what it's about. Like I know the entire thing, but it's just kind of like devil's always going to be there because they did that ritual and they did like a bunch of stuff where they basically sold their soul to the devil. That's why there's like I think it's Capricorn, whatever her name is, like the girl that's literally everywhere
I don't
and
remember.
like always starting trouble or whatever. It's the one girl that made Lily's girlfriend basically like pee on her. That one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the crazy
I,
lady.
yeah.
Hmm.
Literally every time she showed up on screen, I'm like, please leave. Like, bro.
Everywhere.
No, I'm like, I
Even
get
the
it.
cry.
Like, just let them breathe for like 1 minute because every time you're around, some bad shit happens. And I get it. That's the point of what you're trying to do. But just for 1 second, like, ma'am, you literally caused this man's like fiance or whatever to basically, I think she had a miscarriage.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's what it is.
That's my theory.
Yeah. And I'm like, something ain't right there. But like, I don't know how that caused you to have one, but you know what? That's fine. But make it make sense at the same time. Because it's just like, how does one thing she says turn into, you know, her going to the bathroom and like it's sad 100%, but you're kind of just like, what the heck actually happened?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you have literally her fiance basically I don't want to say cheating, but it kind of is cheating if you think about it.
I know.
Like, literally is just sitting in the chair, doing whatever he wants to do. I want to actually say it because I'm just like, it should not have happened. Because I'm just like, you are so stupid for this. Like, first, you don't even tell your fiance that you have a child with somebody that like did a one night stand with on the tour bus. So you cheated on your girlfriend twice. First with this girl, this fan that just got on the bus and was like, oh, do this. And then with Lily. But at the same time, you blame Lily for something you did. And you still don't tell the person that you're literally proposing to about this child.
It's fact.
How does that not come up before you propose to somebody? How does that not come up? How are you just gonna ignore it? Because like you can't. You literally chose not to. You could have. You chose not to.
She's gonna know. Anyway.
She's gonna find out.
Yeah. So you could just tell her.
Literally. Or like if you're gonna propose, at least say something beforehand instead of just being like, oh, will you marry me? Like, no. And then you want to kick Lily out of the band just so you can marry her. There's not, that's my one dislike about that entire show is literally the whole love triangle thing or whatever. Like, they're both at fault. But like, she's still blaming only Lily.
Yeah.
When Johnny's still doing shit that's fucked up. I love Andy. Love him. His character is literally on my list. It's not a crush list. It's a literal like hit list. Like,
I want to hear that. Help me.
You know how like when you hate a character so much, you just like, damn, I really wish I could punch you in the face. That kind of list.
Who's on the list?
Johnny's at the top. Johnny's at the top. If we're going like the Paradise City route, then it's like the drummer whose name I completely forgot. The mom of the 18-year-old. Because I don't really definitely Simon's dad. You know how I feel about him because every time he came on screen I kept like flipping him off. I feel like I'm gonna get like honestly Simon's mom just for like 1 second. Just like one punch and I'm good.
I like her.
Like she's an amazing actor. We love her.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm kind of like, I get it, but your son really needs you right now. So let's not day drink. And then that's it. I'll be good. Like one punch, I'll be good. Johnny, like, beat the shit out of him.
But also, that she went behind Simon's back.
I was gonna say something and then I'm like, let me not talk about it on like this because I was gonna bring up. And then honestly, all the other little like minor characters that just kind of pissed me off. I'm just like, one hit, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then I have like different like lists for different.
You remember that guy that tried to get famous?
Him. Him too.
He's on top of my list.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, bro, I
Mhm.
don't really. Oh, that one dude from the other band with they were opening for the Flux, or like they were supposed to open.
Oh yeah, him too.
Not the lead, the like guitarist, I think. Because the lead singer like just straight up left. He was like, bye, I'm leaving.
Wasn't that the guitar player?
Oh, was it the guitar player?
Yeah.
The dude with the long hair. I don't know his name. My
Yeah, but
computer is
that's
literally
the lead
glitching.
singer.
Yeah, him. See, I don't even care to know his name. That's how much I want to hit him. Paradise City is kind of just like with season 2, I definitely want to see like Simon actually meeting his dad.
Yeah.
And then I want to see how that would go down. Because he kind of was just like, he's not my dad, I'm not his son. Like, no, I don't fuck with him. Stop doing this stuff. Like, no, don't call him. You can brag about me, sure, brag about me to other people. Do not brag about me to my dad. And then, he finds out that his own son set up that entire festival. And yet you want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, this happened. You weren't even supposed to exist. So peace out. Like, yeah, you regret that now. I get real heated about that. Like, for real. Maybe it's because of my daddy issues.
Cue daddy issues playing.
I still want to make that jacket though. I haven't done it yet.
What?
I need his Johnny's jacket.
Oh, the leather jacket?
Yeah. Because when I said that I wanted to make it, the Paradise City account was like, bet, do it. I'm like, all right, now I have to do it. I haven't done it yet. It's been like 2 years. I think season 2 is actually supposed to come out in March again, and like next year. So they like already had season 2 filmed, I bet. I don't even know.
I don't know either. I'm just getting a season 2.
Well, yeah, that was confirmed. Like literally after season 1 was already done, they were like, "We have a season 2." I was like, "Fuck yeah! You can't end it like that. Like you can't end it like that and not give me season 2, unlike a different show that we all know." I had to say it. I had to say it because it's true. But at least the difference with Amazon and Netflix is at least Amazon Prime knows what they're doing and knows how much people actually watch the show and does not use Paradise City or even The Summer I Turned Pretty as a promotion and not give them a season 2.
Screw Netflix.
No, literally. I honestly have been wanting to rewatch Julie and the Phantoms. I just haven't yet. Like I started to and then I stopped at like episode 9.
Yeah,
So I'm like, if I stop here, then the show is not over.
But like the thing in Julie and Phantoms, at the end when they hug.
Yeah. Like
what?
Like, how are you gonna have it like that and just be like where they can actually like touch and then not give me season 2?
Yeah, like what happened?
I know Kenny is still trying, I think.
Yeah.
Like, because there's that petition that like he posted about. And I'm just kind of like, at this point, I've accepted it. Sort of. I kind of have accepted it. It's been almost like 3 years, but still. They're moving on to different things, which I'm like happy for them and all.
Yeah.
Some of them. Anyways.
We all know who.
Well, yeah. One is more problematic than the other. Yeah. One is more like problematic than the other. At least like, the other one kind of like, yeah, you kind of said some messed up things. This one, however, continued to mess up and kind of ignored a bunch of people. And I'm just like, all right, well, there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely excited to see more of like Boo Boo and Andy because their friendship in the show is just something I absolutely love. And I'm like, I really wish I was Boo Boo Stewart right now because I want that to be me. Like, I just want to hug Andy. That's it. My life will be complete.
I miss Boo Boo.
Me too. I want another like Dream It Con or whatever, and this time I want to actually meet Boo Boo again and just be like, by the way, Paradise City, we love that. I meant to do that literally with Phantom Fest. I meant to ask him or like talk to him about that. My mind just slipped because I'm like, oh my god, Boo Boo Stewart. I'm also just kind of like, but like if I meet him again, will he actually like remember me? I don't think he would though. Because he remembered you, right?
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's probably because you also did it like right after we met him, like
the week after.
Yeah. But at the same time, that man is the one who said, I hope I see you again. And I'm just like, ah! Yeah, literally, that's what I was like.
And you remember the Kick Trio?
It's a Kick Duo now.
I mean, you're right.
Well, let's me add somebody.
Nah.
No, you want to just do the Kick
Duo?
Yeah, duos are better than the trio.
Yeah.
I kind of like, I actually thought about that recently. And I just kind of was like, because I was talking to somebody about it, being like, oh yeah, this person kind of like really messed up with this. And I kind of was just like, all right, I'll stay for a little bit and I will do my best. But my mental health was just, I couldn't do it. And like, and then, they immediately went to you and talked about me behind my back as soon as I dropped them.
Yeah.
So that proves already what I needed to know.
And then talk shit about me a few weeks later.
Oh yeah, well, because I remember that because I remember like that was when we were, a thing. And I remember like the stuff that they said. I was so pissed because I'm just like, all right, this is, the person I'm dating at this time.
Yeah.
I get real protective about like the people that I love, whether I'm dating them or not. I get really protective. You already know that. Literally, I'm still Mama Tay. I am still Mama Tay no matter what. But like the stuff that they said about you at that time, I just was like, no, that's definitely not something you say to someone, especially when you know how their mental health is.
Yeah.
And you know exactly how they will react.
And I lost all my friends because of her.
I'm still good with most of them. I don't really, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But like I know we're still good.
I'm good with 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, it's just hard though too because they kind of just like stop really doing all of that and just kind of like have been focusing on themselves, which I understand. I think it was actually, it's funny because one of them literally messaged me on Snapchat being like, hey, can I come live with you? I'm like, what? I'm like, let me wait until I actually move out of my house first, then maybe. I still have to do that. I'm just kind of like, but it was funny.
Yeah.
She was like, I just want to go to Disney. I'm like, all right, that's fair.
I want to go to Disney.
I told you.
I'm broke.
So am I. But I was supposed to visit first anyway, so like I'll honor that. Plus, I want to go to Norway anyway. You know how bad I want to see the Northern Lights, so
I haven't even seen them.
that's my only reason. Well, also to finally meet you, but like me putting like freaking not even lights in the sky, just like electromagnetic waves before my friend who I've known for like 2 years.
Mm.
Sounds about right. I like that we went completely off topic and are just talking about like random things too.
Yeah.
That I kind of knew I was gonna
It
do that.
makes sense
Yeah,
for
I
us.
knew I was gonna do that. I have ADD, so I mean, makes sense. But I think I definitely want to see more of like Lily's journey with like
Yeah.
finding a new thing, finding a new band or whatever she wants to do. Like, because I mean, it is kind of messed up that she got kicked out for no reason, or
Mm.
like the reason being because somebody else was uncomfortable with the fact that they kept spending so much time together. And I'm like, I understand that. I would kind of be the same way, but I wouldn't just blame only one person. I would just be like, you both kind of did this. You both have to earn my trust again. But she forgave Johnny really quick. And I'm just like, I wouldn't. I would make him grovel more. But I also find cheating very cowardly.
Yeah.
That's just not really like, at least if you're gonna cheat on somebody, just break up with them. It's gonna hurt,
Yeah.
but it'll hurt way less if I wasn't cheated on.
Yeah.
Like it just I don't know. I get real heated about that too. But Johnny and just like you keep making the same mistakes and literally you have no clue that your fiance was pregnant
Mm.
and you kind of just are like ignoring it. You also what I don't understand is why they like put the like condom that he used in the
Yeah,
freezer or whatever.
so weird.
I don't know what that's for. I think honestly, I feel like they would use that as a like leverage thing or some
Yeah,
shit,
I
or
think
just
so.
like that's what I think, to be honest. And I'm like, why else would you keep that? Like it just makes no sense. But also, why would you even go in? And why would you look right at her while you're doing that? Like, my dude, no. Like whatever you're into, that's cool and all. Stop it.
Mm.
Just straight up, no. You are literally going to be married. There's some boundaries with that. That is one of them.
Start making good choices.
Exactly. I don't think he will.
No.
I really don't. I'm just like,
But do you think they will get married when she finds out?
no, I wouldn't. I would
No.
hope not. I would hope not. I hope that like when she finds out that like she has like he has a kid
Yeah.
or like, you know, even I mean both. I think if she finds out about like, you know, him watching a whole orgy happen and like, you know, being a guy, um I think she would like forgive that more than him hiding a kid from her.
Yeah.
Because like they're different levels, but like kind of on the same level. Because it's a secret that he's keeping. And it's just like, why keep secrets from the person you're about to marry? Like, bro,
I would never.
I wouldn't either.
Like, I can't even lie.
Yeah.
So,
Like I tell Derek, like everything, and he does the same with me. Because it's just like all about communication and trust, you know? All right. Okay.
I feel so single right now.
I'm about to make you feel even more single. We've literally been dating for almost like 5 months. Like, it's about to be 6 months, and I'm like, damn, he's really kept me for that long. That's good.
Longer than any of my relationships.
Yeah, my first one was only like 2.5 months.
My first one was 3 months.
Was that? I don't even know. Because I know one was me. I know the other one. I'm not going to just say their
That
name.
was the first one.
Yeah.
And then I had
I
one
don't know.
2 weeks.
That was the one that said something about like with, you know who, and I think somebody else saying like they didn't know who they were until they like those two people came into their life, right? Is that a different one? I feel like I want to say their name,
No
but
idea.
wasn't their name like Hannah or something? Or Han?
No.
Oh, so then it's not who I think it is.
But I'll text you.
Okay. Because I know two of them, me being one of them, and then obviously I'm friends with the other.
Yeah.
So they tweeted about like Americans not being real, and I'm like, bestie, I'm literally right here. Or was one of them like your bio for like your other account? I don't know their name, but I know that like for your like I think media account or like your main account, like your bio is like, I'm so glad to have this person in my life.
No.
Oh, okay.
Friends.
Okay.
She's like 17.
Oh,
So just friends.
take that back. I take that back completely.
I'm not going to jail.
I take that back. I didn't say that. Now I just want to know who the other two were.
But I did text you.
Wait, hold up though.
Check
I'm
your
kind of like,
WhatsApp.
I was gonna say, why is like maybe somebody before me was, the other person in the trio? No, it was just a platonic friend.
But I do think that she did like me.
I think so too. I think that's why she got so
Yeah, because she
mad.
was very against me and you dating.
Yeah, well, like, why? I mean, I get it, but I'm kind of just like, we also were kind of closer than like we were with her.
Yeah.
That's mainly because like, we kind of just started talking more with our like characters being like super close and like super like sister wise, and then yeah, so like that makes sense that we become more closer, and like we're also close, like literally closer in age. I like you were born a month after me.
Yeah.
So like that makes sense. I think maybe she did, and because I actually made the move first, she just got mad. But it's just like, or maybe I think maybe she was probably against it because like I wasn't really friends with her anymore, and you still kind of were.
Yeah, but
So
I
it
was
just kind of.
before, even.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is that why you didn't really want like not really anybody to really know, but like, or was that just like okay? But yeah, okay. So I was right.
Yeah.
And then it was me, I think. Or was there somebody before me?
No, it was you.
Okay. And then there was somebody else after me. Or was it just a crush? Because you said you pulled 4 girls.
I did?
Yeah, you literally tweeted that. And I'm like, I know one of them was me, and I know one
Who's
of
the
them.
fourth one?
I was like, damn, okay. Must be nice. What's that like?
Who is the fourth one?
I don't know. That's why I thought it was the other, like, that's why I thought it was her. But I mean, well, if you kind of think about it, you kind of did,
Maybe.
but like, it was just a crush and like didn't really go further.
Mhm.
So like that could be it too, because that is technically kind of pulling somebody.
Yeah, I think it was her.
Awkward because we have the same name and I won. Anyways, I did for like a little
You're
bit,
right.
and then some shit happened for no reason, but it's fine. I mean, I will admit, like at first, I kind of thought about like if I ever do come back, and it's just like, would we ever like get back together if I was still single, or like if you were still single?
Mm.
And then I also thought about it. I'm just like, thinking about it, we're definitely better off as friends.
Yeah. We
Like,
are.
of course, like I definitely did like my feelings for you for were real 100%. I wasn't faking it or anything like that. I do just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
And I know I already said
Same
that
here.
before, but it's better to just be like platonic. Oh, like I said, us continuing it and then we break up and
Yeah.
then we just never speak to each other again. Like,
That would
and
make me sad.
I thought about that when I first came back. I was like, maybe, and then I'm like, not really, because like my feelings turned platonic after a few months. I'm not gonna lie, because it was my first breakup, so I'm like, damn.
It was your first?
Yeah, you were my first relationship. No, nobody ever liked me in high school. My crushes never liked me back,
Oh, same.
except for you. That's it. And then obviously, well, my current relationship, I like it wasn't really fully like a crush. It
Yeah.
was kind of just like a mutual like thing because I made the first move. I think also I did that with you too. So because I know that we were all of us like in that trio, we were all platonically flirting. I stopped being platonic after like I think a week. I'll admit it. I'm a Cancer. I like,
Never platonic.
huh? I'm just finding this out now.
I was just flirting with
I mean,
everyone.
at first it was platonic, and then I'm like, you know what? This actually would be kind of cute. So I'm like, oh, I have a crush. What should I do about it? You know what? Let me actually do something and say shit.
Yeah.
See what happens. If you didn't like me back, I would have been like, all right, that's cool. Let's still be friends.
Yeah.
If you did, I was like, thank God. But I mean, like I said, I completely understand why you kind of were just like, I don't really want to say anything yet because you were still friends with
Mm,
them. Then you stopped being friends, and we were kind of just like, we were open about it after that.
yeah.
But I'm glad I'm back though, and I'm glad that we can go like 6 months without talking to each other, and then we talk to each other again, and we're just like best friends.
Yeah. Best
Which
friends
I
forever.
I enjoy that a lot though.
Yeah.
You know what's on my bucket list? Literally going to a concert in another country. I haven't done that yet.
I haven't even been to a concert yet.
Oh yeah, because Tate like had to cancel hers, and
Mm.
then wasn't Josh going to Norway or no?
No.
Oh, right. Well, he canceled that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Scheduling wise, he couldn't do it, which I guess makes sense. That's understandable. But I'm also
He
like,
will come here.
so like when you reschedule dates, come to Florida, please. Thanks. Um, but yeah,
Mm.
I definitely want to see more of like with Paradise City, definitely more about like the music industry and how like you actually have to work harder to
Mhm.
get to where you want. Because with Lily, when she went to I don't even remember his name. Simon's dad's like
Mm,
his name.
Oliver?
Yeah, you're right. It's Oliver.
Yeah.
I literally like that's how you know I don't care about him. Um, but yeah, Lily was just like, "Oh, I want this much," and he was just kind of like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that," which makes sense because she's like a now solo artist.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like you can't expect so much when you just like are starting out as a solo artist.
Hmm.
But like also, I get that she wants creative control. And he also was kind of just like, no, you're not allowed to have that. So it's kind of just like it's both a balance, but like I'd rather have somebody have creative control over the music that they do than like asking for so much money.
Yeah.
I want to see Lilith in season 2, to be honest. She'll be in season 2. I already know she's gonna be in
Who
season
is
2. That's
that?
Andy's
Yeah.
wife. Uh, what was her name? I think it was Shira.
Woo!
Andy's wife, Juliet, who now goes by Lilith.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see her in season 2, but I'm like, obviously she's gonna be in season 2. She's Andy's wife.
Yeah.
They like work. They work together on everything, which I adore that. I love them.
Mhm.
They're
It's
so
cute.
pretty. It's so cute, and they're so pretty. I'm just like, how is this allowed?
Yeah.
Like they're literally the hottest couple on this planet. How is that fair? It's not, but I'll deal with it. Because like I will say, seeing Andy Black in person, oh my God. And that man makes eye contact with everybody in that room.
Yeah.
Because I have a picture that I took and he's looking right at my camera. And I'm like, can you not? You're like staring into my soul, dude. I don't want that. I mean, I do, but like, please don't. I'm intimidated now.
I want
They're
to
coming
see him.
back. I want to see them. But like, they're also going on tour with like Motionless in White and Ice Nine Kills, and I don't really listen to them.
I don't even know who they are.
Emo bands. Bands that would be in Paradise City for like soundtrack wise.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I hope Paradise City touches even more on that. Because I know they kind of already did, really. They touched on like a lot of subjects, but like they definitely can dig deeper.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about certain shows too. Like with Julie and the Phantoms, that's exactly what they did. And that's why I'm like, why did you not get season 2? You
Hmm.
touched on literally loss and grief and depression and like how a 16-year-old girl who lost the person that they were closest to, like how she's dealing with that and how she's like growing.
Yeah.
And then even the dad too, like obviously he's going through it. He lost the love of his life. And then seeing his daughter play music again, it's just and then also with like LGBTQ rep. Paradise City is definitely doing that and does that I think better than even Netflix is doing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I it's just kind of like it's a thing. This exists. Just have it more represented to where it's not like stereotypically represented.
Yeah.
And I think Paradise City did that well with Lily and her girlfriend. And it's just kind of like, of course they have their ups and downs with stuff, and it's just kind of like, but at the same time, she didn't have to say that she's like gay in like the first episode. She didn't have to say it. It was already just set in stone, and she's dating this person.
Yeah.
And the same with Julie and the Phantoms. Like they get like Alex didn't even say his sexuality. Luke did, and then it was done. Like he was like, "Oh, your parents were never the same with you after you said that you were gay."
Yeah.
And then that's it. And it touched a lot on anxiety too. And it's just like you kind of need that a lot more. That's it. 13 Reasons Why does not do a good job with that. I am saying that now. I don't care if people like the show. It sucks at representing mental health.
Yeah.
And it also kind of sucks because like Selena Gomez is like a very big mental health advocate because she goes through that herself. So it's just kind of like, why did you do it like this? I know you can do better. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Also, they did not mean to drag it out for like 4 seasons. You could have ended it at 2. You already kind of wrapped
I
everything
still
up.
watching
Season
after
1.
2.
I watched season 2, did not watch season 3 and 4.
Mm.
I think the only thing that I watched was on YouTube, and I only watched it because I saw on TikTok that the song that Five Sauce did technically for it was just Alex boxing, and I just watched that scene, or I watched the scene where like they killed Bryce. That's it. That's all I watched. I didn't watch anything else. I didn't care to watch anything else because it's like not my thing anymore.
Mm.
Like every time it just kind of was like, okay, I think this is fine. Season 1, you needed a content warning, and they did not put that. You needed a trigger warning. They did not put that. They did it in season 2.
Long after.
Yeah. They did in season 2 because they were told to.
Yeah.
When they should have done it in the beginning.
Yeah. Because that first was very triggering.
Yeah. Like I have never like done that. I've never thought about it, but seeing it without like a trigger warning or anything like that just like absolutely made me like, oh my God. Like, because it's also just like you just need a trigger warning for stuff like that in general. It's a mental health thing.
Yeah.
And like no matter what someone is going through, whether it is that serious or not, you still need that.
Yeah, you do.
Because it doesn't like it just I've like watched episodes before, I think, on Netflix. Stranger Things for season 4. The first episode, they put a trigger warning, they put a content warning about like what happened at like the lab, and then they put a trigger warning saying like, we know that this happened. You do not have to watch this scene, you can skip through it. We understand. But also at the same time, one of the places that they filmed was actually a Nazi prison, and some of the stuff that I found that out from uh somebody that I'm still kind of friends with, but someone that you'll kind of just like
oh, them. Okay.
Yeah. I saw them quoting the tweet about it, and I was like, oh shit, that's yikes. Also the fact that like with the numbers that everybody has does look like when
Yeah, I know about that.
yeah I knew about that too. I just was kind of like, because people would get stuff like that tattooed, and they were like, maybe you shouldn't, like, don't do this because
But they
it
don't really
actually
get
means
that
this.
tattooed.
Yeah. Like, if you want to get a Stranger Things tattoo, that's cool. Just don't do any of the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple. Do like the demo bats or something. Or like Steve's bat or whatever you want to do.
Mm.
Just not those numbers.
I want a bat.
I'm in Eddie. I like that I texted you about it. I'm like, dude, just tell me because like I'm gonna be crying anyway.
Yeah.
Just tell me, does this happen? You were like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I don't need to know how. Just tell me. I'm like, okay. And then I watched it and I'm crying my eyes out. I feel like if there's like another death in like Paradise City, I don't know if I'm gonna cry because like, with the overdose thing, I'm like, okay, you're dumb for that.
Yeah.
Like you are already spiraling as it is, and then like you just continue to spiral. So like you kind of suck for that,
Yeah.
but like you knew what you were doing and you just I just didn't care for him because he kind of was like a dick.
What's an asshole?
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, well, it does suck to see that,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe he'll be alive because he did like a whole satanic ritual or something. So I don't know. Or I think because he did the ritual and then he overdosed and then he kind of was like, um, I don't know it because he was by himself. Because like the girls left and then he was just by himself and then died, I guess. Or I don't even know if he's actually like dead.
No one knows.
I think he might be.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think the way that it was, it's like, okay. And the music that was playing during it, I also definitely want to see more with like Johnny and I do want to see more with Johnny and Simon,
Yeah.
like seeing how that's gonna really work and stuff, and how Simon's gonna be doing more stuff with his band, more stuff with like higher bands, because his entire goal was meeting the Relentless and working
Yeah.
with the Relentless, and now he is, and we love him for that.
Yeah.
And also, it's just like, all right, you have this entire thing set up. What's next?
Yeah.
I want to know what's gonna happen with like the child and it like the mom being like, "Oh no, it wasn't Capricorn that said shit. It was her mom that went up to her and started like saying stuff."
Right.
I thought it was Capricorn. I was wrong.
It was the mom.
Yeah, because she was like, your fiance didn't give me money, so here I am doing this." And I'm just like, all you want is money from these people. Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't really care about your daughter. Your daughter has made it clear that like she wants to be with us.
Yeah.
Like she literally ran away from you and then came back and then ran away from you again. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Uh, wasn't it the guy that talked to Johnny's fiance at the football game?
I think he was there, but like was he's like the angel in this though.
Yeah, because he talked to her at the game.
Yeah, but she just was like,
And then that.
okay, cool. And then the mom showed up. And it's just like,
Mhm.
and then immediately like she's in the bathroom. I don't even know, but like she's a mess. which is understandable if our theory is correct.
Yeah.
I believe that it is.
Mm, I do think so.
I do too, because I don't think unless somehow somebody slipped some type of drug into her or whatever. I highly doubt that though. I was gonna watch it again like after season 2 came out. I was just gonna straight up binge it and just be like, all right, season 1, season 2.
Yeah. Me too. I need to rewatch it.
So
It's been too long.
the last time I rewatched it was literally with Jenna, and my mom like came in for like the last 2 episodes. Because Jenna was like, let's go watch Paradise City. I'm like, fuck yeah. I was like, we can either watch this or this. And she's like, I picked Paradise City. I'm like, you just want to see Andy Black in a leather jacket. She's like,
Mm.
that's true.
You know, I'm still not over that one scene. You know?
I know, because you kept going the first time you missed it. And it was like, oh, and then you went back.
Yeah, because I was on my phone and I looked up.
Trust me, every time I see that scene, I'm like, hello.
Mm,
Who gave you the right to do that?
yeah.
Who said that was allowed? Because I sure as hell was like, I forgot who they said was playing Simon though.
I don't know who.
We'll find out in season 2.
Yeah.
Because again, you kind of can't really set up a whole storyline and then, take it away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different with Descendants and like how they did the royal wedding and how like Carlos wasn't there. That's different because
That hurt.
yeah,
It was
I
painful.
I haven't watched it yet because of that reason.
Not me either.
Like I've heard the song on like TikTok and everything and I've seen like scenes about it, but it's just like it's because his parents asked for like him not to really
Yeah.
be in it, which makes sense completely. Like I understand that.
Yeah.
I like it just makes sense. And especially it's just like um I wouldn't if I was them, I wouldn't want to do it without him either.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be the same after that. I want to see what we go. I want to go to Disney too, but somebody keeps being like, about to just go with my other friends. Because they called me last night. Like 2 of them called me last night, drunk as hell. And it was funny. It was I'm gonna say their names, I don't care. It was like Sharon and Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They they said that like you unfollowed them on Instagram or whatever. And they were like, why did you unfollow us? I'm like, because we're not dating anymore. Like what?
I unfollow so many people.
Are you're still following Jenna though, aren't you?
Who?
My sister.
I don't know. I don't think so.
She doesn't even go on Instagram that much anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No. I think I only
Nor
follow you.
I get that completely. I didn't even know any of your friends to follow, so like it didn't matter. I was like, I didn't even follow her friends. But also some of them were mine at the same time, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Just like the ones that like I didn't know, I obviously didn't follow
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know them. But yeah, they were like, why did she unfollow us? I'm like, because we're not dating anymore. Like we're friends, but we're not dating anymore, so she doesn't have to. Like y'all didn't even really talk to her that much either, so it doesn't matter.
No.
They only talked when I talked in the group chat. That's it. Like, and I just kind of was like, okay. sorry. Laura said the same thing. She was like, oh, she unfollowed me on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, because we're not dating anymore. So why would she follow my best friend if we're not dating anymore? Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Then she also said some stuff that I was kind of just like, let's not go there with that because like I kind of knew her before I knew you. So anyways, she was like saying how like when everything went down that like she texted you on Instagram and you said something about like, oh, I can't lose her. Something along the lines of that. And then she's like, I don't really trust it. Like if y'all are friends again, because like she said this and then, didn't really talk to you for a long time. I'm like, I didn't talk to her for a long time either. What do you mean? Like I kind of was just like busy doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I sent you stuff, sure, but like, if you saw them, you saw them. If you didn't, you didn't.
Yeah.
You know? Like I think I sent when we went to Spirit Halloween, I think I sent you something about like descendants or whatever.
Yeah, you
And
did.
I was like, oh, they have this, but they don't have that. And I'm like, all right, if she sees it, cool. And I was just like, oh, hey, let me just send this to my friend because like I haven't talked to her in like forever. And then I get back on Twitter and I'm like, hey, bestie. But yeah, I kind of was just like every time like I she does bring that up, I'm just like, first of all, you don't really know anything about it. You only know what I kind of like told you. And
Mm-hmm.
you only know a little bit because I kept some stuff from you because, I don't have to tell her fully everything, you know? And then I like said something about like how we still plan to like visit each other or whatever. And then she was like, oh, she's not gonna come see you. I'm like, right, you don't know that? We just broke his foot right now. What
Mm-hmm.
you mean?
I'm going to come see you at some point, someday.
I don't know. I think maybe like I just have to save up because I do want to go on like a little trip. Because honestly, um, I'm meant to go visit my friend. Like I meant to go visit her in Japan, and I was like, all right, if I go see her, I can just make like a little trip about this. Like visit my friend in Norway, visit my
Yeah.
friends in London. Like shit, let me just turn this into a trip and just meet some of my friends who I want to meet,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then it's the same with like everybody else. I'm just like, hey, if y'all want to come to America or some shit, I'll plan some stuff. We can like go to Disney, go to Universal, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'll plan an entire trip. Like shit, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's why
It would be
the
really
other
fun.
yeah. I know our original plan was like Disney bounding as like Carlos and Jane.
Yeah.
I don't know what we can do now, but I mean, I was gonna say we can still do it. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be like in a like romantic sense. It can literally just be friends Disney bounding as like people that they like.
Yeah.
Like, as I think I'm like going to the Halloween party with my friends and they're like trying to plan a group costume. And I was like, why don't we just be like the fucking pixie fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we could do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. See, I already got this all planned out. I don't have the money for it or time frame, but I have it planned.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
One day.
Because weren't you also supposed to visit I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I can say their names or not, but
Mhm.
I'm also like, yeah, at this point I don't care. Weren't you also supposed to visit Meg too? But then that didn't really work
Yeah.
out. Did y'all reschedule that or no?
Not yet.
Damn.
Shouldn't because of COVID.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's also why I was like, because I still have to actually get my passport.
Yeah.
I haven't fully done that yet. So once I get my passport and then COVID still is kind of like lingering a little bit. So obviously I would look up um the COVID regulations before I actually go visit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be like sooner, not like super soon, like next year spring or whatever, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe in like November or some shit.
Mm, that will be fun.
Yeah. Are you going to the con in Paris or no?
No.
Not either. I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't have
No.
money. I think Ellie, Ems, and Em are going.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Because I know Em just went to a Comic Con.
Mm. But I think they are going to Paris.
They did last year, so I would assume they would go back again.
Yeah, I do think they are.
I wanna go. I'm broke. I said it, the thing is like I said I would go, and then I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my passport or money. Because
Yeah.
I meant to work more over summer so I could go. Now I actually can't fully go because college kind of is like really important. And if I miss any days of school, whether unless it's like for a medical emergency for my sociology class, I will not get the lecture that I need if I am in Paris. I will just like I could email her and be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to be in a different country." I was planning on going to Vegas to see 5 Seconds of Summer actually in September. That is now not a thing anymore, which is fine.
Mm.
Sad, but it's fine. I'll see them next tour, to
Yeah.
be honest. I do know that they love going to Europe a lot. So don't know if Norway will be on the list, but I highly think it will be because
I hope so.
wasn't it? It wasn't for this tour. I know that. I think it was originally, and then they couldn't find another place.
Yeah.
But they love Europe more than America, which is understandable. But I would definitely love to see Five Sauce in London though, or wherever. To be honest, I want to see them in a different country because I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if they go to Norway next tour, I'll pop in.
Yeah. Do it.
Hey, we could go see Five Sauce together.
Yes.
Because I know in Europe they walk around more because they love being in that country. So I'm like, Europe would be a better place for me to actually meet them than being in America because my luck in America with Five Sauce is not the best. For the Meet You There tour, I have said this, I think I told you this. For the Meet You There tour, I almost got Michael's hat and somebody shoved me out the way because it was coming right towards me and I got shoved out the way. Yep. I was petty as hell. As I should be though. I got shoved out of the way. Like he's coming right at me, about to hit me in my face, and somebody shoves me out the way. But I kind of have a redemption arc for that because I went to Chase Atlantic um uh a week ago and I got Christian's pick because he threw it, it landed on the floor and I picked it up. It landed right next to where like a group of people was. And they were like, "What was thrown?" And like somebody used their flashlight and I picked it up. And like nobody fought me for it or anything. They were like, "You better cherish that." I'm like, "Yes, I get to keep it." Almost gave it to Jenna, but she was like, "You care about that shit more than I do." I'm like, "Cool, thanks." But yeah, we completely went off. Honestly,
I don't remember what we were talking about.
you're supposed to talk about Paradise City, but I'm like, what? Like, how long can you talk about that before there's not really much anything to talk about anymore?
Yeah. We can just talk about different things.
Exactly.